Okay, guys, welcome, 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 welcome. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yesterday we talked about what did we talk about? Creating financial stability for yourself. Trying to remember what did we talk about. You guys come on in. You guys know what to do. I'm looking for my towel so I can wipe the board. Okay, perfect. So you guys know what it is. Right before I go into any of the teachings, I must first go over the mindset first and let you know what is working against you. All right. In order for you to create the life that you love, you must first understand that there are things that could be working against you. All right. So that's what I talk about here at the top of every single class. We talk about the mindset, overcoming your anxiety, depression, your overthinking, so that you can actually get to the good stuff. I need you guys to come on in and show out. You guys know what to do. Y'all know how to play this game, okay? Y'all use the hearts, use the SHARES. Make sure that you guys are sharing this message, okay? If you deal with any type of, let me get out of the marker. If you deal with any type of unresolved trauma in your life, okay, if it's unresolved, meaning you have not healed from it yet, okay, you have not taken care of it. All right, I always talk about the mindset in the first few minutes of class. If you have not taken care of it, all right, then that means it's still lingering. You're still dealing with it, all right? So it really hasn't gone anywhere. I need you guys to come on in and show out. All right, come on in and show out. Y'all know what it is, okay? Welcome to class. So if it's unresolved, that means it's still there, right? So there's two things you must be doing. Healing, why? Because you came here to heal your bloodlines. That's what you came here to do. You came here to take care of the bloodlines before and after you. And you do that, right? You honor your people by working through the healing that you need to work through in order to evolve your bloodline, okay? So this is how we honor those before and after us, okay? By doing our healing. Two is mind mastery. If you have unresolved trauma, the second thing you must be doing is mind mastery. Why? Why is that so important? Because your thoughts create your reality. That's why. Your thoughts are creating your reality every single day. Okay. So if we're not mindful of those things, you will be waking up to a reality that you really don't want. Oh, thank you so much for that, Ruth. You will be waking up to a reality that you do not want. So it's imperative that we do what? Master our mind, master our thinking, master our thoughts. Okay. So our thoughts create our reality. This is why it's important to master it. Okay. So every single day until the day that you croak, you should be putting effort towards what you're thinking about. Okay. Make sure to do this. This is tip number one. This was the homework for yesterday. Make sure that you set yourself an alarm on your phone. This alarm should go off. Hey, Namita, this alarm should go off 3 or 4 times a day. The reason why you want this alarm to go off 3 or 4 times a day is to really get you in the habit of asking yourself, what am I thinking about? Because a lot of times we're on autopilot, right? We get up to the same alarm, same time every single day. We go to the bathroom, we do everything we need to do. We head out, we go to work, we take the same route, we eat the same stuff, we talk to the same people. Like we're on autopilot for the most part, right? So, us setting this alarm in our phone allows for us to get in the habit of saying, what am I thinking about? What am I thinking about? What am I thinking about? Now, when those alarms initially go off, you may be thinking about popcorn, or you may be thinking about your hair appointment, right? It's okay, but just get in the habit of it. Okay. Does that make sense? Give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know that you guys are following me. Okay. That was the homework for you guys yesterday. So I hope if this is your first time here today, that you do that for your homework. Okay. So now you guys know at the top of each class, I have to go over the mindset, mastering your mind. Why? Because this is key to your manifestation, creating that life that you truly want. Right? How can I teach you how to create your dream body, which is what I'm going to be talking about today? How can I teach you that if you aren't mastering your mind, if you are dealing with overthinking, anxieties, fears, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Make sure that you guys are sharing this message. This is the type of live that people need to wake up to. Trust me, this is the type of live, okay? So you got to imagine that this is your lifeline, okay? Your future, I'm going to go fast, okay, guys? Your past, all right? Pay attention. Here we are smack in the middle. This is 2025, okay? So 2025. All right. How many of you guys raised your hand and said you are carrying along baggage with you? You've been carrying along baggage with you for 5+ years. Raise your hand if you have some unresolved trauma that you have not yet taken care of and you've been carrying it along with you for a long time. Raise your hand if that's you. Okay, so I want to let you know your unresolved trauma, it will result in depression or anxiety or both, overthinking, fears, things like that, right? Like it doesn't just disappear. We wish it would just disappear. Gone, out of here. Andale, andale. But it doesn't, right? Okay. So that means we're carrying it along with us, and hopefully we're working through the healing. Okay. So depression, I'm gonna put a blue heart over here for the people who deal with depression. If you deal with depression, put a blue heart in the comments. And if you deal with anxiety, put a red heart in the comments. Okay. All right, put a red heart in the comments. Okay. So I want to let you know if you deal with depression, that means you've done what? Had some trauma happen to you in the past, right? This has happened to you. All right. No fault of your own. We're not here to place blame. I'm here to say I'm proud of you. I'm here to say you've done an amazing job, right? But now it's time to amp things up, right? You're here. We are here to take our power back so that we can get to the good stuff. You guys understand that? Do we have a deal? You'll be able to take some actionable steps away with you today, this morning, okay? So we always talk about the mindset first for you guys that are just coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We talk about the mindset first, and then we're going to talk about today's lesson is creating your dream body with your mind, okay? Mwah! I love you guys so much. So for the depressed mind, you've had some trauma happen to you. All right, no fault to your own. You've been doing a great job. Your body has been physically moving forward. But see, that unresolved trauma is still within you. So that's why your mind keeps going back there. Y'all are wondering why do I keep remembering this? Why does this keep coming up? Because you haven't healed it. Okay. Does that make sense? You have not yet healed it. All right. So the mind is going back there to remind you and let you know, hey, you need to do this. You need to fix yourself, right? You need to work on this. All right. So people are going to ask me, the next question is, how do we heal? How do you heal, Nikki, right? It's okay if you're late, my honey buns. You guys know that still putting together your schedule. Yes. I always, for the first few minutes, I go over the mindset, controlling the mind. So at the top of the class, I always talk about this because we got to talk about what's working against us, okay? How many of you guys are here from University, TikTok University or Hillman Talk? Raise your hand. Let me see who all is up in here. Thank you so much for that, okay? So the depressed mind, right? Someone would say, okay, well, how do I heal? How do I heal, right? Oh gosh, welcome guys. Welcome new students. Okay, so let me explain something, all right? Trauma, when it happens, it looks different for us all, right? Some of us can be traumatized after a bad breakup and never want to get into a relationship again, okay? Some of us, we can be dating the next week, right? Okay. Some of us can have a bad traumatic car accident and we never want to get into a car again. But then we have some people who can get in that bad car accident and they're in a car the next day. All right. So this tells us that it's not the actual act, okay, but the person receiving the act. All right. Does that make sense? So what looks like trauma for me may not be traumatic for you. You ever seen somebody and you're like, they're explaining something that they went through and you're like, okay, so what's the problem? Well, in their mind, it is traumatic for them. It's deep for them. It's a big deal for them. You may not understand it. Okay. So since trauma looks different for us all, then that means that healing looks different for us all. All right. Healing is going to look different for us. So some of us can write a book and be healed. Some of us can go on a solo trip and drink some ayahuasca or something and be healed. Some of us can teach others and be healed, heal ourselves in showing and teaching others. Some of us can speak with a counselor and be healed, right? So you understand what's going on here? Okay. Oh, thank you so much, guys. Someone said play my music. Okay, let me put on my healing frequency music for you guys. Let me let my other phone load up, okay? Because I'm live on YouTube as well as TikTok. If you missed the beginning of the class, and or if you want to catch the replay, most certainly head over to my YouTube after this, and you guys can watch the playlist. It's under TikTok University. Okay, I'm organizing everything. We're on day 3, so you guys got to catch up. Oh, thank you so much. Yes. So, okay. So let's get back into this. So healing is going to look different for us all, right? Okay. We got that. Now, so if you have been traumatized in your past and you have not healed it, you brush it under the rug, or you act like it doesn't happen, or maybe when you were a child, you told people they didn't believe you. Maybe you like literally shut it out of your memory, right? Okay. So if that is the case, we want to understand. We want you to know that it is still lingering in you. It may not even be at the top of the mind, but it may be under the surface, right? And just being triggered and coming up in certain situations. Can we get some shares on the board? Let's get this to the people that really need to hear it. We all do, right? We're all in this together. Yes, it gets seeped into that subconscious mind. It's a program. All right. So very, very good, whoever that was. I see you. You're smart. Okay. Okay. I got some advanced students up in here. I love it. I love it. Okay, so here's the body, but where's the mind? With the depressed person, their mind keeps going back to the past. The depressed person, they're stuck in that moment. Their mind keeps going back there. Why did this happen to me? Why do I deserve this? They keep reliving certain moments of that trauma, or they can't get past it. They can't quite get past it, right? Okay, so that again is the mind trying to tell you, hey, we need to do some healing here. You left a little piece of yourself here. We need to do some healing, all right? Okay, so that's why your mind is reminding you. And now, when your mind goes back there, guys, I want to challenge you. I would like to challenge you to pay attention to it in that moment. Don't ignore it. Don't shut down, right? I want you to sit in it. Sit in the feeling. Sit in the hurt, okay? It hurt already. The worst part already hurt when it happened. Trust me, okay? So what you're doing now is you're healing, okay? And it's not going to hurt worse than the initial trauma, okay? All right. So again, all of you guys that are aligned with me, you guys are special. There's definitely something special about you guys, right? You wouldn't even be in here. You wouldn't even be attracted to my live if you were not ready for this information, and if you were not what I call a light leader. Okay. My family, you guys are called light leaders. Okay. Let me tell you what a light leader is. A light leader is someone who knows that deep down inside, there's something different about them. They know that there's something unique, something special about them, right? And they have this internal light. They've been hurt a lot, and there's things that they are having to overcome, right? But guess what? Okay, a light leader not only knows that they have the light, but a light leader is willing to go through the healing so that they can help the masses, right? When you heal yourself, when you are the light, when you are your light, you're helping the masses just by being you, just by moving towards gratitude, forgiveness, love, all of that. You are helping the masses. So we need you, right? So I call you guys light leaders. If you feel like you are a light leader, give me a thumbs up. Right? I know that you've gone through some things. I know you've gone through some things. You've been doing, look at how far you've come. Look around, pat yourself on the back. Look at how amazing of a job you've done, right? Even after everything that you've had to endure or go through, you've been let down, right? But look at you, still here, still willing to learn, right? Still willing to love. Okay. I want to let you know that you deserve it all. We came here to prosper. We didn't come here to suffer. All right, my darlings. We came here to prosper. We didn't come here to suffer. So I'm on a mission to help all of us remember who we are. I want to help you remember who you are. Okay. So do we have a deal? Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. If you have to cry, cry. I'll be here. Okay, so now the depressed mind is what? Stuck in the past, all right? They can't let go of those things, those situations. And guess what? What ends up happening when you experience trauma one time and it's really, really bad? Say you were a child and say you got abandoned. Say you were abandoned here, all right? You did not have the opportunity to build a relationship with your parents. The first most important relationship that you should have, right? So yes, this course is going to get emotional. It does get emotional in here. And so I want you to know that when this initially happened, sometimes for a child, that's all that they can think about, right? How could you not? Like, a child doesn't have bills to think about, a child doesn't have a mortgage to think about. They are literally thinking about the things that they are dealing with. And if a child was abandoned, right? Oh, thank you so much, Leah. I love you too. I love you too. If a child was abandoned, what do you think would stay on their mind, right? What do you think would stay on their mind? Most certainly the abandonment, right? That trauma. So the way that the world works, these aren't my rules. I don't make the rules, right? But the way that the world works is your thoughts create your reality. Yeah. It can go for good or bad, right? Good or bad. So what does that mean? What am I saying when I say that? I am saying that I'm sorry, I'm trying to put on my frequency music for you guys. When you constantly think about trauma, you could actually be creating more trauma in your life, right? It seems unfair. It seems crazy. But in all actuality, when we experience life, we're supposed to go through ups and downs. Yes, we are. But when they happen, we are supposed to heal ourselves, take the time to heal ourselves. But unfortunately, we just all do not have, we don't have the tools or the people to help us do that. Right? So we will carry the trauma along with us, but what ends up happening is your body gets used to being traumatized, right? Your body becomes comfortable with that. And so the reticular activating system is going to go out there and search for more confirmation, if you will, of that state of being that you're in, right? And the beliefs that you have. So if a child was traumatized by being abandoned, right, they would take on the belief that I am not lovable, I am not worthy of having or keeping, right? So this is all possibilities. These things can manifest in all different types of ways, guys. But if that child takes on that belief, now their RAS, right, is going to go out there and be looking for confirmation of that. So it's going to be looking for more proof that you are unworthy of loving, right? You are unworthy of loving, right? That trauma, and because our thoughts create our reality, it's like a cycle that doesn't end. This is why I'm so passionate about this stuff, because if we just learn the rules, guys, it will change our life. Okay. It's a learned behavior, but it becomes a part of you because it gets programmed into the subconscious mind, and you become on autopilot with it. How many of you guys have, think of it like this? How many of you guys have driven to work? You've gone to your parents' house, you've gone to Walmart, you've gone to the stores. And when you go there, you don't have to think about it anymore because you've gone there enough. So in the mind, when you go there enough, right? In the mind, on that traumatic instance, like when you think about that trauma over and over and over again, now you don't have to think about going there. You don't have to think about being depressed. You will automatically begin to be depressed every single day. Okay? All right? So now, the depressed mind is stuck in the past. They can't let go of the things that have happened to them. The anxious mind is worried about things in the future. How many of you guys deal with anxiety? This was me. Oh my gosh. How many of you guys had panic attacks? I'm not laughing at you, baby. I went through the bad, horrible panic attacks. And when I tell you these things would come on without a warning, it was crazy. Okay. Can I get a 30-minute warning so I can prepare myself mentally for the panic attack? I mean, one day I was in the store in the mall, y'all. I was in the mall. And when I was in the mall, all of a sudden, y'all know what it is. You start sweating. I'm trying to say bullets and buckets. You start sweating buckets of sweat. I didn't move. I wasn't moving. I don't understand. Why am I sweating this much? It's almost like I ran 20 miles in 2 minutes. All of a sudden, I'm just sweating. And then all of a sudden, I'm just dizzy. Like I've been on 5 merry-go-rounds in 30 seconds. I haven't moved. Why am I dizzy like this? And it seems like, baby, that world is in slow motion, doesn't it? Who knows what I'm talking about, right? The world is in slow motion, or it stops or something. I don't know. I haven't had one in 16 years. Thank goodness. I have not had one in 16 years. Thank goodness. But it was crazy. Okay. I passed out in the mall, you guys. And y'all know how hard the mall floors are. I woke up to people like, are you okay? Are you okay? I was by myself, right? Isn't this crazy how your mind can take you into this state of being without you trying, right? Without you trying. Hey, Brandon, without you trying or anything like that. Okay? So here we go. This is why I'm so passionate about this, because I don't want people suffering, right? Okay? You pray for the day that you no longer have anxiety. Today is the day. Today is the day, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to teach you guys how to get up out of this, obviously, if I'm telling you the issues, but you have to decide today to take your power back. I'm going to tell you right now, that's the only way that you're going to get up out of this, right? You can't do it by just thinking about it. Oh, one day I want to know. Today is the day. How many of you guys know something that I don't know? Y'all know when you're going to croak? Because I don't know when I'm going to croak. What day will it be? What better day than today? You understand? Do we have a deal? I'm going to teach you guys a method to get you up out of that. Today is the day that you will start implementing the method. The reason why I break this stuff down in its simplest form is because we don't have time to figure shit out. I'm just keeping it real. We don't have time to figure out how to play this game called life. This is our life. Who has time to waste trying to figure out what to do, right? Okay. So the anxious mind, they are worried about things in the future. Of course, if this little child was abandoned here, you better know that they are anxious about the relationships that they are building right now. They may not even feel comfortable, really getting close. Why? Because they were abandoned. They did not have the proper nurturing, right? They feel like they're unworthy of people sticking around for them, right? Okay, this is all examples. Okay, this is all examples because we all have a mind and we can all make decisions at any point to pivot our lives. Okay, it doesn't matter. I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter what you've gone through. What do you want now? That's what matters. Okay. All right. So this person abandoned. Now it's hard for them to build healthy relationships. Now it's hard for them to have healthy communication. Now they're worried about their new relationship, this new person in their life. Are you, where you at? Where you been? Are you coming back? Right? They're anxious about that person leaving them. They don't feel secure. Okay. Does this stuff make sense to you? Okay, so the anxious mind, they're not necessarily stuck back here where they can't build health. They don't want to take a risk even to build a healthy relationship. They don't want to, they're just, they're guarded with their heart. Like the depressed mind, they will not really give you their all, right? They'll be somewhat guarded. Okay. So the anxious person, they want to get out there and try, but they're already negatively anticipating it to go wrong, right? They're already negatively anticipating it to go wrong because of the past trauma that they never healed. All right. Okay. So someone says, engage with me. Serenity. Hey, girl. I also got worried about wondering if I should leave my relationship, even though it's healthy. Yeah. You know deep down, right? You actually know deep down. No one can tell you what you should do when it comes to love. I'm gonna tell you this: if you're questioning things, most of the time it's a no. Then that you shouldn't be with that person, but you got to get to the nitty gritty of why that is, right? But we know deep down, all of us, we know, right? It's when we question that and stuff like that. That's when we get confused. Okay, so the anxious body is here. Here we are in 2025, right? But the anxious mind is disconnected, worried about the future. So if we're here in 2025, guys, why is the mind back here in 2022? Right? If we're here in 2025, why is your mind back here in 2018? Right? That's a disconnect. Your mind is here, but your body is here. Okay? Now, for anxiety, your body is here, but your mind is there. We're in 2025, but you're worried about next week. You're worried about next year. You're worried about 2 years from now. You just got into this relationship and you're already worried that this isn't your forever person. You're worried if this person's going to be able to stick around forever when you just met them. Okay. So we got to understand the disconnect. Wherever the body is, the mind needs to be there. Wherever the body is, the mind needs to be there. Put it in the comments. Wherever the body is, the mind needs to be there. All right. Okay. So now what do we implement to get up out of this? What do we implement? We implement the Nikki method. Okay. The Nikki method, NIKKIMETHOD. For those of you who say, oh, what am I going to do? Or how do I get out of this? This is what you do. Okay. This is what you do. Okay. There are 5 steps. These steps will take 30 seconds or less once you get the hang of it. Okay, so the reason why I give you guys this method is because, you're on autopilot. All right, when we're trying to get you up out of this autopilotness with your depression, with your anxiety. Okay, so the only way we're going to do that is to actually have you disrupt the system. Right, you have to disrupt it. All right. So step 1 is use your emotions as a gauge to ask yourself, what am I thinking about? See, if you're on autopilot and you are just hopping into this depression and anxiety without even thinking about it, you just automatically have anxiety right now. You just automatically depressed right now. That's who you are. Number 1, stop claiming it. Stop saying I am depressed. I have anxiety. No, you don't. You were meant to experience it. We all were meant to experience certain feelings, sensations, and things like that. But you don't have to claim it as your own. How are you going to get rid of it if you keep claiming it as yours? Okay? So you have to disconnect yourself from it. It's not yours. It may be something that you have been dealing with, right? Okay? So start disconnecting yourself. Stop identifying with the things that you want to get rid of. You want to heal yourself, but you keep saying, I have cancer. I have AIDS. I have whatever you got, right? Okay. So stop claiming it. Does this make sense? So that's step number 1. But anyways, use your emotions as a gauge to ask yourself, what am I thinking about? Okay. Okay. Ask yourself, what am I thinking about? So right here, say you're driving to work. Say you're driving to work right now. Here you are. You're on your way to work and all of a sudden you start crying. Well, using your emotions as a gauge, just like we use the check engine light as a gauge, just like we use the gas light as a gauge. Okay. We're asking ourselves, what am I thinking about? If I start crying and I'm just on my way to work, baby, why is you crying? Oh, I see. You notice that your body is here in the car, but your mind is drifting off, sneaking out, getting disconnected from you, heading somewhere to think about something it don't need to be thinking about. Okay. So here we're going to stop that thought and we're going to do a U-turn. So we stop the negative thought and then bring our awareness back to the present. We ask ourselves sensory questions like, what's that I see, I smell, I hear, right? Because that's bringing the mind back to where the body is. There was a disconnect here. We're not having that. We got to bring the mind on back, okay? So we bring the mind back to where we are. Ask ourselves sensory questions. If you're driving, what's that I see? Oh, that's just some kids crossing the road. Okay, what's that I smell? Oh, that's just an air freshener. Okay, what's that I hear? Oh, that's just the radio playing. You see, you are aligning the mind back up with the body. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Does this make sense to you guys? I'm live on YouTube and I'm live on TikTok, okay? If you are just stopping into the class here on TikTok and you want the replay, you can head over to YouTube after we get off of here. Okay, awesome. Okay, so now we aligned ourselves back up. Now let's regulate our system. Let's breathe in and out 5 times. In with the nose, out with the mouth. Hold that out as long as you can, guys. Okay, each time. And then I want you to do something that makes you feel empowered. So it depends on where you are. You're either going to affirm something really powerful for you that negates this initial thought, right? Or you're going to do some scripting, journaling. Say you're at home and you have time, all right? You're going to do some tapping, some EFT tapping, or you're going to listen to some frequency music like this one right here that's playing, that's inside of your complete identity shift program. Okay. Maybe you want to listen to, oh, I already said that, frequency music. I mean, it just depends on what you want. Some of us, we like comedy, so we'll play a comedy skit. Like, there's nothing better than when you are going through depression, anxiety, that autopilotness, and then disrupting that with laughter. You understand? Laughter is high vibrational, right? It makes you feel good. How many of you guys like to laugh, right? So have a comedy skit, like a playlist lined up for you, right? So that you can do what? Lift your vibration. Mwah, thank you so much for that, right? Okay. Okay. Take your screenshot. Now, I'm going to tell you the free printout of this is in your syllabus, on your syllabus. So if you are here from Hillman TikTok University, or anybody who just wants it, you go right here. Okay. Y'all know, or here on YouTube, you go to my description. But you guys will go here and then you can find the syllabus. Okay. All right. I laugh all the time and cry to get out of the negative energy. Yes. So have your plan, right? Have something that you implement, a method, right? And then move with it every single time. Okay. This is how you're going to get yourself up out of that. You literally have to take control of the thinking, right? Thank you guys so much for continuing to show out. Make sure that you guys are hitting that thumbs up on YouTube, and that heart. Over here, you guys know what to do. I would like to get to 115. I know that's a big number, but that's what we do over here, okay? That's what we do over here. All right, so I'm going to erase this, and then I'm going to get to tap on the lesson today. And it is creating your dream body. You guys will be able to catch the playlist of all of the TikTok University classes on my YouTube, okay? So the playlist is there. So if you can't take notes or anything right now, please do not worry about that. I focus on identity shifting. If this is your first time here, I actually do offer real classes. We have been doing classes for a long, long time now. The TikTok University train is just a vessel for me to connect with more of you guys. But if you guys want to hop into my actual weekly mentorship, then you'll definitely want to grab your complete identity shift program. Okay, it's right there. And it comes with weekly mentorship. That one-time price allows you access into my weekly Zooms, okay? I have to check out your YouTube. Yes. Thank you for putting, yeah, absolutely. First time here, this won't be your last, okay? First time here will not be your last, you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let me tap on this really quickly because I do have a meeting and then I may be able to come back to you guys in a little bit, but let's talk about this. We're going to talk about manifesting your dream body, okay? Who wants to learn about that? All right. Who wants to talk about manifesting your dream body? Right. So here you are. I'm going to move fast. Okay. And you may want to, of course, check out my replays so you can get really in depth on how I break down the creator and your creative tools and all of that. Okay. But you are a creator. Okay. That's what you came in this world to do. You came here to create. All right. So a lot of times the reason why, so I should put it like this, like you came here to create. We create in our mind first. Everything starts with a thought. If you want to lose weight, right, you are going to think about it first. Like, wow, I really want to get to this weight. So a creator has what I call creative tools, okay? Creative tools, okay? And these are 4 tools that we possess that is helping us create the reality that we're looking at right now. If you want to figure out how you are seeing this 3D world right now, it's definitely through your creative tools. Okay, so here are the creative tools. Your thinking sculpts your creations. This is basically how you manifest. This is my teachings, my way of teaching manifestation. So you use your creative tools. Your thinking, your speaking breathes life into your manifestations. Your actions actually feed energy into your manifestation. And your emotions feed power. Okay. This is my way of explaining manifestation, guys, but of course there is no one way. You can come up with any type of method or analogy that will help you process manifestation. Okay. So you as a creator, you have creative tools. Every single day you're thinking, you're speaking, your actions, you're taking actions, and you are utilizing your emotions. Now, these 4 things make up your vibration. Okay? And your vibration is, let me see if you guys can make that. If you want to get rid of the comments on the screen, I know you just have to, I think, hold down or scroll to the left or right. And your vibration determines your 3D world, your 3D reality. So like basically what you see. Okay. So we know that if we want to change this, then we have to change these things ultimately. All right. And so when it comes to things like true love and abundance and a new lifestyle and a new body, a permanent change, abundance, etc. These things, we have to switch our identity, right? So we have to create a new identity. We have to have an identity shift, okay? And so this is all the stuff that I break down in depth in my classes, okay, guys? So again, this is TikTok, but if you really want transformation this 2025, most certainly hop into my real classes, my real mentorship that I teach every single week. Okay, so here we go. Here you are, right? A lot of times what people will do, let me do it like this. Okay, so this person right here, say that they wanted to lose 200 pounds. I mean, lose 100 pounds. Say they are 200 pounds right here, right? So most of the time, what do people do when they want to lose weight? What do they do? Put it in the comments. When people want to lose weight, they will more than likely go do this. Diet, right? They will work out, fast, things like that, right? So they will take care of the actions that they must do, take care of. And guess what? They lose the weight, don't they? All right. They will lose 50 pounds. Okay. They will lose the 100 pounds or whatever they want. Okay. So they want to lose 100 pounds. Okay. So they will actually start doing these things. Let me draw it like this so you guys can really see. Okay. So they will start doing what? They will diet. They will work out. Okay. They will fast, etc. Okay. So they can lose the 100 pounds, right? They will lose the 100 pounds. Okay. Now, what happens is they end up gaining the weight back, right? You ever seen somebody who's been losing the same 100 pounds over and over and over again? Right? You guys know anybody and this is no judgment. This can go either way. You can do it. You can change it to someone who wants to gain weight. You can change it to someone who wants to grow their hair, who wants to change their physical appearance. It doesn't matter. Okay? This is no judgment. I just want to teach you how to get to it, right? Okay, so you know that you can manipulate energy and actually lose the weight. You know you can get rid of it, right? But the reason why you keep gaining it back is because you still see yourself as this 200-pound person, as the bigger person, right? You see yourself as this identity who has to lose weight, who has to put in effort to weight. It's like, if I don't go and work out, I'm gonna keep this weight on. If I eat this food, I'm gonna gain these amount of pounds, right? It's like your identity is the big person. Oh, don't cry. I want to help you, right? You're still seeing yourself, imagining yourself, envisioning yourself. You still think that people, when they look at you, they see the bigger person, right? Well, the key is to actually shift who you are. The key is to change your belief around who you are so that your 3D world can look different, okay? So instead of you going and dieting, instead of you going and working out, right? Okay? Stop telling my business. I love you so much. We're all in this together, right? Okay? So instead of you doing that, you know what I would do? I would create a new identity for myself, right? Okay? Yeah, you get it now? Yes. Okay. So you would start you would create an identity for yourself that is at that ideal weight, right? So I'm going to say something like, I love being healthy at my, and I'm just coming up with something really quickly, at my ideal weight, right? So you're going to say something that aligns with the new identity that you want to step into, okay? So whatever that ideal weight is, you can put it in there or whatever, but the focus is going to be on an identity, not on losing 100 pounds, 50 pounds, right? Because you can lose that 50 pounds. You are going to lose it. You can do it. But then you're going to gain it back because your vibration, who you believe you are, is the larger person. And the 3D world always shows us who we think we are. Okay? Who we think and believe we are. Remember that. Okay? Remember that. Okay? Someone says, how can I become more softer and into myself? Self-love, baby. Okay? Grab your complete identity shift program and hop into my weekly mentorships. I'm gonna get you on that. I'm gonna take care of that. You understand? Okay? So let's do that. Let's align our focus, right, on achieving this, because guess what? Just like you can lose the 100 pounds, you can do this too. You can manifest this too. Yes, you can. Okay? So in order for us to become this means we actually have to go on a journey. Okay. We don't just open our eyes and all of a sudden we're at that ideal weight or at that ideal body or have that, no, that's not how it works. We're not going to sugarcoat this shit and make it seem like it's all hee hee ha ha. There is some work that needs to be done in order to shift who we are. Right. Okay. But once you understand what you got to do, you can do it. Okay. That's what it's about. Knowing the rules of the game, knowing how to play the game of life, how to play it. Just got to know the rules and you will succeed. You can change your entire life. You can change other people's lives. Okay. I'm going to join because everybody say self-love, but nobody. Oh, you better know. You better know I got you. Okay. That's my specialty. I've been studying the mindset for 22 years. I've been studying manifestation for about 16 years. And what I needed was somebody to be like, can you do this, and you will get this. Like I always heard when it come to manifesting, they would be like, oh, say your positive affirmations, think positively. Baby, I was saying 50,000 affirmations. I am rich, I'm rich, I'm rich all damn day. It didn't change my bank account. So I needed like the steps that I bring to you guys. I needed that. So that's why I do it, because we are manifesting every single day. We are doing this every single day, baby. You need to know. You don't have time. Okay. You do not have time to waste trying to figure it out. But trust me when I say this, today is the day. Okay. Let me get back to this. So you know that now that you chose your new identity, you have a mission, right? So yesterday we did a video game. The other day we did. Okay. So let's go on a road trip. When you go on a road trip, a long distance road trip, you got to put the destination in the Google Maps, right? Put the destination in Google. Okay, so you have where you're going. Now, in order for you to get there, right, you know that what? You got to start the car. You have to actually start the car and press the gas, y'all. Okay, so that means that you have to be willing to do the work. You have to be willing to become. So these things right here, you got to be doing it every single day in alignment with the goal. Okay, in alignment with the goal. Okay, so don't be sitting up here saying, I want this identity, but you over here eating 10 burritos. That ain't gonna work. And I love you so much. You feel me? Okay, I'm just keeping it real so we can get to the good stuff. All right, so if I want this, my thinking must be in alignment with this. My speaking must be in alignment with this. My actions must be in alignment with this. Thank you so much for that. My emotions must be in alignment with this. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you guys are processing what I'm saying here. Okay. Let me know that you guys are processing what I'm saying here. Does this make sense? So what happens when we go on a road trip, a long road trip? When you get in that car, there's a risk that you may have a flat tire. You may get in a car accident. You may have a detour. You may take a wrong turn. You may want to take a rest. You going from Cali to New York. You going from Cali to New York, right? You know that it's gonna be a hike, right? Okay. Sorry, I'm late. My other class just ended. Okay, it's okay. My replays are on YouTube. So as soon as we're done with this, it'll be uploaded to YouTube because I'm live on YouTube already. Okay, as well. All right. So when you go on that road trip, you already know there's some things that could happen. Now, when you are going through, when you're manifesting in your own life, your own reality, your own goals, you better be just as determined and get your ass across to the finish line, just like you would if you were in that car. You hear me? You hear me? Okay. Because a lot of us give up on ourselves. And I'm here to tell you, if you keep your eye on the prize, on the destination, and you take care of these things, you will make it. You will attain your goals. Okay? So here, we know we started the car. Now we driving. We put our foot on the gas, right? You know that just like y'all ass trust that Google Maps, it could be 2:00 in the morning. Google say, make a right. You make that right. You can't even see down the road, but you follow that Google Maps, don't you? You make sure you paying attention to the Google Maps. But see, I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all don't follow. Y'all don't follow the divine when the divine is talking to you. A lot of y'all, I can ask you right now, do you believe in the divine? And you'll say, yes. How many of you guys believe in the divine? Ways to, baby. How many of you guys believe in the divine? Raise your hand. How many of you guys believe in the divine? You do, right? I love that. Good for you. You better keep continuing to lean on the divine. But let me tell you something. I can see right through y'all. I can talk about you because I've been there, right? But if you believe in the divine, how come you not having faith in the divine? How come you are not trusting in the divine like you trust in that damn Google? You trust Google to take you across the country or across to the damn next state or across the town, but you don't trust the divine to carry you through, right? To carry you through to where you need to be. Someone asked me who the divine is. I'm going to tell you something. All religions are welcome here. Okay? All religions are welcome here. You can call the divine whatever the hell you want to call the divine. Okay? It's not my responsibility and it's none of my business who you call, what you call the divine. That ain't my business. I wasn't here when you popped out your mama cuckoo, and neither was anybody else. You understand? Okay. So you call the divine what you want to call the divine. Can we all look out the window and just agree that something greater is at work here? Something greater is at work. I didn't create the bird, the month, the sun, the moon, the star. We didn't do that. That's all we have to agree on. People worried about the wrong damn shit. And while we distracted on the wrong damn shit, everything else is happening over here. Get it together, people. Get it together. Okay? All right? So just like we trust in the Google, let's trust in the divine. Do we have a deal? Okay? So I can tell you if you have faith in the divine by the way that you move. If you worry about every single move, if you sitting in that anxiety and that depression, you showing me you don't have faith, baby. It's one thing to believe, but it's another thing to have faith. For instance, you can say, yes, I believe that there is a divine. Something did create that sun. But let me give you another analogy. If the divine was at the bottom of a mountain and you were 10 miles up in the air, and the divine said, jump, right? If the divine said jump, I'm jumping because I know the divine got me. But see, some of y'all will hesitate. That's showing me you don't exude faith. Some of y'all will hesitate. That's showing me you don't have faith in the divine. How do you strengthen that? Talk to the divine. Talk to the divine. Right? It's not I can't tell you exactly how you should, but I'm gonna tell you it's nothing to just open your mouth and start speaking. It's nothing to just open your mouth and start speaking. But remember, when you commune with the divine, your communication, your speaking, that's one thing. But you got to remember to listen. That's part of communicating too. You got to learn how to listen to the divine. Because the divine will never forsake you. I'm going to tell you that. The divine will always be leading you, helping you become that which you desire. We get our own selves off track. We get our own selves discouraged. We are the ones that ignore the red flags that the divine be trying to show us. We do that. But trust and believe, baby, the divine is always leading you. But the divine will give you free will too. The divine will give you free will. If you wanted to sit your ass on the couch right now today and watch Netflix all day, the divine will let you. The divine will let you. But if you wanted to get up today and accomplish a dream, the divine too would take care of you and lead you. You understand? Oh, thank you so much. Okay? Do we understand what's going on here? All right. Now I have to go to my meeting, guys, but I can be back. Listen, if this is your first time here, I really break this stuff down, baby. Okay. Right now, while I'm on live on YouTube and TikTok Live, you guys get the discounted price. Okay. Discounted price of my complete identity shift program. All right. It comes with weekly mentorship. So this program is my audios, my visuals, my masterclasses. You're listening to my healing music, my playlists, right? That I make specifically for you. And I strategically place them in a way that you have to follow the directions. So you don't have to get up and wonder what steps you need to take for your transformation. Okay. All you have to do is follow my steps. But the best part about my program is you pay the one-time price. And guess what? You get to come to my weekly Zooms. Yes, you pay a one-time fee and you get to come to my weekly Zooms. So I'm so glad that there are a lot of more TikTok University and Hillman Talk people hopping in these days, but we already have been doing class, y'all. So 2025 is your year. 2025 is your time, your opportunity to fucking transform. Okay. Hey, Shay Shay. So if you are ready to get it together, and I have some of my regulars up in here, they can vouch for me. Okay. They can vouch for me. I go in. Y'all think that I go in here on this board? You catch the replays on YouTube. Okay. Y'all think I go in on this board, baby? I go in on the mentorship because it's Q&A. Y'all are asking me questions. We're there. We're there. Okay. So take advantage. I'll give you guys, it's 9:08. I'll give you guys until 9:15 to take advantage of that discounted price. You guys know where to go. Okay. Bio. Okay. Click on that. The first button is going to be your syllabus. Get your syllabus. That's free. Okay. The second button is going to say complete identity shift program. All right. Now, it is 9:12. So what I'll do, it is 9:08. Anybody who gets their program, let's meet at 12 o'clock Eastern. 12 o'clock Eastern. No, is YouTube only for mentorship? No. YouTube is for the replays. So if you missed this, if you was late to class, you can catch the replay on YouTube because I'm live on there too. And when YouTube is done, they upload that live, that recording. Okay. So anybody who gets their program today, let's meet in the Zoom. You'll have the Zoom link in your program. Let's meet there at 12 p.m. Eastern. I want to meet you guys. I want to welcome you to my community, my classes, and I want to show you how to use the program, and I want to set you up inside of the community. Okay, 12 p.m. Eastern. Hold on, let me get to the questions. Perfect, thank you. I'm going in depth after. Okay, now meet at 12 p.m. Eastern. Zoom. Yes, yes. I love you. Thank you. I love you too, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Remember, grab your complete identity shift program. Let me show you guys how to get it. Okay. Bye, YouTube. I love you guys. Okay. So let me show you guys how to get the program.